What's up, YouTube? It's SPB here on behalf of Team Juggernog, and thanks for them for allowing me to guest star this week. Thank you, Hardy Tech Yo-Yo, for asking me. And today, guys, I have a Kino gameplay for you guys for the Nazi zombies on Black Ops, and hope you guys enjoy what you see. Um, Now, I'm playing like the first round and then I'm skipping on. I'm not actually watching the gameplay, so I don't know where it is. But I skip several rounds. But the first thing I do when I'm playing solo is get that quick revive. That is always my first priority when I'm playing solo because I like in Call of Duty Black Ops that they added the ability to get quick revive so that you can revive yourself in 10 seconds. I like how they did that so you don't just go until you die. So I applaud Black Ops for doing that, Treyarch or whatever. Anyway, so as I was saying, this is a Kino game, and one thing you'll notice that I do in Kino is I like to run the entire map. I usually first unlock the up part. Like when I leave the first room, I usually go up and open that door instead of the other, because that's just what I like better. And I just run the entire map on that side, and then I wrap around the theater and then go back to the main and then up through that door again. I don't use the other side. Luckily for me, the box did not get moved. Now I know probably the game is in far enough now that you're seeing level 22, and I didn't get the ray gun and thunder gun off the bat. I would like to say I did, but I didn't. Phone's ringing. I'm not stopping this commentary, but anyway, um, so basically, it took me forever to get the ray gun and thunder gun. I think until like round 18, I was using like a commando, which is good. A commando's really good, and a few other things. But I eventually got something half decent, and I worked my way up. I upgraded the commando. I had a few other guns, like actually a lot of other guns. Then I finally got the thunder gun, and I didn't get the ray gun till like 20. Um, but yeah, so my whole strategy is just kind of run the map. And while we're talking about the zombie maps, I want to kind of talk about the other ones as well. Let's go way back in the past when the World at War zombies came out. Don't really care for not der unto whatever you call it. The first map that you have, the first zombie map ever. I mean, it was good when it was new, when it first came out, or when the game first came out, I guess I should say. But once they started adding other maps, people started disliking it, which is completely expected. And then, basically you just camp upstairs, get in a glitch or something. I don't usually get in a glitch. I usually just camp in one place, and I usually make it to around like 30 easy. And that's solo. With more people, I can last even longer. But one thing I should throw in there about this game is in Kino, this game I actually never died. I simply had to go do something with my robotics team, and I had to leave, and my parents would not let me just pause the game and let them watch TV. They made me say, they were like, "No, you turn off this game right now." I'm like, "Yes, ma'am," slash, "Yes, sir." And so I turned it off, and that was that. But I said, "Can I at least finish this round?" I was on 25, and at the end of this game, you see it changes to 26, and that's when I just stopped capturing and stopped the game. So I probably could have gone a lot further because I still wasn't having any trouble, which was good. Um, like by that time, I had already lost my three chances at quick revive. I used it at the very beginning of the game, of course, and then I died and had to get it the other two times. So it was done. That was over. But I thought it went pretty good. I think I didn't get my first down to like 18, which I'm very impressed with actually. I'm not usually very good at zombies. All right, back on what I was saying. So not my favorite map in the world. Verrucht, I like the whole idea of like you and your teammates being kind of split up. I think that was a cool idea. I hope to see that maybe in the future. I think the new map that's called Survive, that's coming out with the new map pack on Black Ops, is going to feature uh, with your teammates playing on different sides and there being like two different ways to go, and you're kind of split up. So I think that would be cool. That was the only thing I really liked about Verrückt. Overall wasn't really a good map, um, but I like that idea. So I think they should bring that back. Shino Numa. Oh my gosh, I love that map. I loved how they added the Wunderwaffe, and I loved Wunderwaffe, whatever. Um, I loved how they actually added hellhounds, or the dogs, the zombie dogs coming at you, and of course they brought that back in the first. Um, they brought that back into Black Ops for the first map. I don't remember if it's in 5. I don't really play 5, but I'll get into that in a second. But I like how they brought those in the game, and then they're also under Reese and that. But I overall think Shinonuma was a good map. Although then, if you got the Wunderwaffe and the ray gun, you're pretty much set. Run around and what gate is it? Is it it's not Doctors. Uh, Lord, fishing hut? No, crap. Whatever's other than storage, fishing hut, or All right. Anyway, there was one gate that you opened and you just ran the map. I think it was like common room or something weird like that. But I should know this because I recently played it. But whatever. Um, but that was pretty much the way the win to last forever was to get those guns and to run the map like that. And it made it extremely easy. The only problem was if you ran out of ammo, you're screwed. But whatever. Then Doris came out, and out of all the maps, I probably like Doris the most. I overall like the map. It's a good running map. It's got the like the little deck thing next to the the teleporter, like in the far back. Um, what is it? What would you call that? Like the little crosswalk or whatever. Anyway, that's really good for if they're like coming at you. You can just shoot them all down in that one row, or you can run around the map using the teleporters. That's another important fact about Doris. The teleporters. The teleporter was an amazing idea. That should be in the game from now on, all the maps, I think, because the teleporter was a great idea. Okay, and you know, that's it for the World at War zombies. Then they created Kino on Black Ops, and it's probably I mean, it's not one of my favorite zombie maps out of all of them, but it's very high up there. It's a very good map. I like how you can run it like I'm doing it, and it's just overall just an amazing map. You can use all of it pretty well. I don't really use the left side, but I do use the right side. And then I use the upper spots instead of the lower ones. And then the only problem with it is those stairs that you see me jump across, and I think I take some hits through there throughout the game. So that's the only problem. You have to make sure you pay attention through there, or else you're gonna go down, which I think is what my two downs were from in the game. But okay. Let's see. Moving on. Uh, 5. Lord, that's probably my least favorite out of all of them. Out of every single one, probably 5, because there's not really any good running places to run off to. I mean, you could. I mean, you could use the elevator idea that people use, but I don't particularly like that. I I don't like just sitting in there, and then once I get overloaded, I can just go back down and then go back up. I just don't really like that idea. Um, but if you have a bunch of people, it's more fun. That's the thing. I'm playing solo right now in this game, but most of the time I play with my friends. And before I move on, I might need to mention this. If you see my aim going everywhere, let me tell you, it is because, and I meant to mention this earlier, is because I'm playing on my HD TV. My HD TV it's got the worst input lag I've ever seen in my life. Um, like it's about 1.5 seconds after I move my analog stick till like if I like clicked it over to the right, it would take about maybe like a second or so to react. So I'm like pretty much there's a little bit of delay from my controller to the TV, and it makes the game extremely hard. But by the time I got to round 22 and 25, I got mostly used to it. But round one was pretty awful when it comes to aim. And if I showed you my commando shooting in the earlier rounds, you would just be like, "Oh my God, this kid cannot shoot." And it wasn't my fault because I'm actually a fair good aim as long as I'm playing on my standard definition TV. And I want to know what y'all think. Do I like? I want to hear what y'all suggest because I need to get an HD TV with little input lag. If you would send me a link to like somewhere on the internet of one, or like just send me the name and I'll try to look it up or something. And if you get me, if I y'all find me a TV and I like it and it works, I will box you on my page. I'll back on my page. So yeah, that's just something to keep in mind. Just let me know. Send me a link. Not don't send a message here. Send it on my other channel. Links in the description, so don't even worry about it. That is if they actually put it up. But if they didn't, just search for me. xSPB1216x. Um, but they should leave a link to my channel, so it shouldn't be a problem. But okay. Back on what I was talking about the maps. We got the last map, Ascension. Ascension is pretty awesome. Uh, I I I like the map. It and Kino are pretty much at the same level. Just depends on what I'm in the mood for. When I'm playing with friends, I rather play Ascension. But when I'm playing by myself, Kino is really fun. And then sometimes Kino is fun with friends too, of course. It just never ends, to be honest. But okay. Ascension, it seems like the rounds are shorter is the thing. Like there are less zombies that you have to kill per round. Especially when you're in the high rounds, it seems to go by quicker. Um, but you know that may be just because I'm playing with my friends usually, because I don't usually play by myself on it. And then I like how they added the landers. I think that was cool. It was something different than teleporters. It was like the lander that like takes you to different parts of the map. I think that was an awesome idea. But um, you know, the map's not very good for running around. There's that one area next to the teleporter, uh, across the yard from where the box originally starts over that way, and that's a good place to run around. And maybe I'll feature some Ascension gameplay later, just not right now. Um, but you know, we'll see in the future. You know, but I think that if they had made better running routes, that map probably would have been my best or my favorite map. Because overall, its general idea for the game is pretty awesome. I like the different perks. Um, Double tap was a completely pointless perk, so I'm glad they took that out. They just added PhD flopper and stamina up, and then I like the monkeys. The monkeys is really awesome. Now you know the monkeys, they can take your perks, but if you don't let them get one of your 4 perks, you get a 5th perk. And that's the thing. Some people try to like buy the 5 perks because they see, oh, that guy has 5 perks. Why do I not have them? Like they look up on YouTube. It's because they got 4 perks, and then what happened was they kept the monkeys from getting any perks, so they got the 5th perk. They got the little thing that allows you to get a free perk, and that's all they did for that. But you know, it's a really awesome map. I would like to see them do another map like it, just possibly with better running routes. This game's about wrapping up, but as I said, I think it's on round 25 by now. I know I did 24 with the dogs, which was a pretty awesome round. But you know, I was just trying to get a thing short enough. But you know, as I said, I didn't play 26 because I just had to turn off my Xbox. So that's it, guys. That's the game. That's all I have for you guys. Maybe I'll have a later rounds in the future, but you know, it's SPB, guys, and I'm out.